Who we got with us today?
My name is Redmond Harris, better known as Red the Barbecue Man, the one and only.
Tell us about yourself, where you come from, how was you raised, Mr. Red?
Oh man, I was born here in St. Louis, but kind of moved around due to my mom, living her life. I was raised in Indianapolis, Indiana. I went to grade school there. I think I moved back here. I went to grade school there. I did a couple years of high school in Cincinnati, Ohio, a little town called Batavia. And then moved back here my junior year. Did my junior year at Soda, did my senior year at a work-study program with Ralston Perina, but graduated through Soda in '84. And from there, man, got out, worked for Kroger's. If y'all remember Kroger's, that was my first full-time job. And then left here, moved to Seattle in '89. Lived there from '89 to '95 because I was in love with my daughter's mom. And so did pretty good up there, but I was barbecuing on my back porch, man. It was like, man, you should sell this barbecue, man. You gotta sell it. So I moved back here in '95 and pretty much started selling then. And really about '97, I remember getting out on the streets. January 1st, '97, sold out first day, so in the snow. But from there, man, it's been history, man. Just in Ferguson, always stuck in Ferguson. This has been my where they love me the most, I guess. But been all over St. Louis, down in the city, Vanderbilt, Natural Bridge, Goodfellow. Chambers in Green Valley, just a little bit everywhere, but St. Louis is my home. It's been my home since, like I say, 95 I moved back here and been here ever since. So. Love St. Louis, appreciate St. Louis, man. Wish we'd all get along a little bit better, but you know how that goes, you know what I mean? So, but we should love each other a little more, but again, I've been here. I had a little. I was an alcoholic for 30 years. Had an incident in December 23rd of 2013. Killed someone, but changed my life. Saved my life. Changed my life. And God sacrificed someone for me still being here. But grateful. Promised God while I was in the joint that I would change my life and be the best man I could be. So I'm just striving at that. I ain't perfect. Don't be looking at me like I'm perfect. But I just doing my best, man. Raising my family, trying to keep my business going, and that's where I'm at.
What are some of the things that your mom taught you growing up that you still carry with you to this day?
Oh man, just to treat people like you want to be treated, man. Always stand on your word. That's all we got. You hear me? And just show love, man. Just love, man. Time is short. Time is short here. She just that, man. And work. You gotta work for what you want. However you get it, it's got to be some work put in. So, that. You know what I'm saying?
What are some of the trials and tribulations as an independent business owner? What are some of the things they can look for? Anybody trying to go into the business or any kind of business, what are some of the obstacles you faced as an independent black business owner in St. Louis?
Man, being in the restaurant business, it's really the prices of everything, man. And then, when you take on big buildings, you got big bills, you got big overhead, but taxes is one, trying to stay on the up and up with the tax man. So that's most important because that can really hurt you. But it's been that, man, and just trying to stay consistent. I do my best, I instill that in my workers to, excuse me, to do their best, man, to keep it consistent, because that's what the customers want, and that's what we aim to give them, the best service we can give them, the best food we can give them. So I think that's what's kept us.
Is it more politics in business or more business in politics?
Oh, I'd say I think too much politics in business. It's just about supply and demand and you know, knowing what the customer wants. You know what I'm saying? Again, going back to just keeping that consistent. And, you really got no problems after that. You know what I mean? Just keep your customers happy. You know what I'm saying? Stick to what you start with. You know. Don't listen to one person trying to tell you how they would do this or do that. Well, go on and do your thing. Yeah, I'm doing this way. You know what I mean? So, and if you start a business, that's what you should do. Do it your way. You know?
How did you develop your winning formula to remain in business for so long, man? How did you kind of originate your own formula that worked for you?
Excuse me. I got something stuck in eating that bacon. But I don't know. I mean, the cooking just came, the seasoning. I knew learning from my mom being in the kitchen, like season stuff overnight, man. Let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? Let it sit in that seasoning, and it gets down to the bone. You know what I mean? And by the time you're putting it on, you ain't got to do so much cooking. It's cooking itself. As far as the sauce, man, it kind of just came up with it one day. I seen a little bit of this and seen a little bit of that, and put it all together. And like I say, over the years, man, I've been blessed to keep it consistent, being able to stay healthy, to keep it going. And that's pretty much it.
How does it feel being in the talks, when they talk St. Louis legends and you come up amongst those talks? How does that make you feel, man, as a living legend around here in this barbecue field, man?
Feels good, man. Feels good, man. I mean, even just when I walk the streets or do the shopping, I see everybody, pretty much know everybody in St. Louis. It's always a smile when they see me. So that's just a good feeling, man. Yeah, it's a good feeling to be, to be the one to compare, their food to mine, or their business to mine. It's good. I'm grateful. Yeah,
what are some of the highlights in your career as a businessman? What would you list some of your highs as a businessman?
Oh man, I guess just being able to, tackle these holidays, man, when everybody's wanting barbecue at the same time, and being able to, you know what I'm saying, crank out 100 cases of rib tips, and 50, 40, 50 cases of ribs, and 10 cases of chickens. You hear me? To get all that done in one day, man. That's at the end of the day, we celebrate. We did it. You know what I'm saying? We did it. We had a few holds, we had a few waits, and then they just keep coming back year after year. So it's a good feeling to be able to accomplish that, man. Again, that just goes with being consistent and just, cooking the same way you would be cooking at your house. You know what I mean? That's how we pretty much do it here.
If you could turn back the hands of time, knowing what you know today, and go back and talk to a young Mr. Rd, what would you tell him?
Save some money. Don't blow it all. Save some money, man. It just, if I was know what I know now, I mean, one thing I wouldn't have done, I wouldn't have spent 30 years of drinking. You hear me? That would have helped me save some money, and that would have helped me, been a little bit more ahead, than where I am now. But the drugs and alcohol, man, we can do without that. You hear me? Especially, young people now, man, we do without all that, man. You can only get so high, So, do everything in moderation. Eat food in moderation. Get high, party, all that in moderation, man. So,
Mr. Rd, in closing, man, we appreciate you taking time out with us. We want to give you your flowers and tell you how much we appreciate your food over the years. We appreciate your consistency.
Right on.
We appreciate you staying steadfast and never changing, never switching up. And
right on.
If you want to shout out your contacts, your business locations, all of that, now's the time you can say it.
Right on. Just what you said, though, goes right back to everybody that's ever supported me. So appreciate St. Louis. Love you. Love you. We're right here at 304 South Florisant in beautiful downtown Ferguson. We're here Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Closed Sunday and Monday. Gotta have a couple of days of rest. All right. God bless everyone.
One more question
Yes,
in
sir.
closing. What do you want your legacy to be? What would you like for your legacy to be, Mr. Rd?
That I had the best damn barbecue in the world. Period.
We appreciate you, Mr. Rd. Thank you so much, friend.
Right
Thank
on,
you.
my man.